scores were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And some room to roam now. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Rosen. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Don't stop that motor.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. Slings it to Andrews and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Dobbins, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff for Dobbins, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Jackson to throw. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On 2nd down. It's Edwards, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone is St. Brown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Rosen. And that's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rosen to throw. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On first down, Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. First down and more for Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They go play action with Jackson. First down and more for Jackson. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On second down, it's Edwards. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Adafe Owe brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Rosen will throw. Shark's got it left side. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run once more with Edwards. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. Now it's Rosen. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing now is Rosen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Jackson to throw. Connecting with Andrews. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Here's Jackson.
And this one is incomplete. It would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now Jackson.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Detroit, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they suffered defeat for the first time.